Hello there and welcome to Corey Loses, where today we're going to be starting a brand new playthrough in Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.3.7. It's a preview playthrough finally for a while. We haven't really had a preview play. I didn't finish that sentence. We haven't had a preview playthrough for a while because we released 2.3.6 and we're still going with the playthrough in that after the release. So it's been about a week or two without an ongoing series in Thrawn's Revenge, and I'm starting to get withdrawal. So we are going back to the early days of the channel. One of the first playthroughs I did all the way through when the channel first got to being a daily video thing was Hunt for Zsinj in the 2.2 demo. So we are going to go back to Warlord Zsinj for the first time in about 4 years. So we are going to play as Zsinj himself on the Hunt for Zsinj. And yeah. So we're going to be looking primarily at the new Executor model. That's part of why I wanted to do this one when I am. So we're going to play on Admiral. But there have been a few other model updates, Golans and stuff. There haven't been... we didn't do the Aggressor, Whiskey Docent is asking. But that is not in game yet. That will be coming for Zsinj in the future. But for those who may be new to the channel, I usually do these playthroughs live streamed on Twitch, so I'm going to be answering chat questions as I record. Though other than that, I try to keep it as standard a recording as possible. And there's one other thing we will talk about once I'm in game. So let's get started. Revival? Okay. I require your assistance. The rebel general Han Solo and the ruling council have decided to align against us. That blasted earworm Pterodok and his forces are looking to scavenge from the remains. This cannot be allowed to happen. We kill General Han Solo and as many of his friends and aides as is possible. I leave it to you, Commander. So, if we lose Zsinj, we're going to lose the CSA. I don't anticipate that happening. Even with the bomber buffs, it's a bit difficult to lose SSDs. So that is something that we're actually probably going to be working on, is downsides to using them beyond just the chance of them dying. But the other thing that I mentioned is that when I do these playthroughs, I give people who are patrons of the channel, Twitch subs, and YouTube channel members the different ship names. So they submit ship names that they would like to use in the playthrough based on which tier they are on Patreon, and those are the ship names that I throw in as specially coded units for the playthrough. So these aren't things that are in the actual mod. They're just a way for me to thank the people who directly support the channel that way. If that is something you'd be interested in, you can check out the link in the description on the YouTube video, and the information will be there. But I did replace our starting forces with as many suitable patron units as I could, so a lot of them are already built. We do have a lot of the larger ones that aren't built yet, but I guess we'll start off with getting some infrastructure. So let's turn on all the filters. And I think Bellasmith, you're a good economic option for us. Including that, you can see the Golan icons here are different because the model is different. But hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of that in game. I might actually build a Golan there. And Corson, it feels like Corson would be a bad place to put a mine right now. So let's try to stick them in the back of our territory. We have no mines or trade ports right now, so we're kind of just working towards that. And also, everything that you see in this playthrough is, of course, work in progress, this being a preview playthrough. So, the Executor model, for example, while it is being redone, or has been redone, it's still missing some parts, so we are using an incomplete Executor. But, yeah. Felucia, like, I want to build them on Liana, but I feel like that'd be bad. Alright. Ferrite Junction. Selenon can probably do it as well. Alright, that's all we do for now. And I think that brings us up to 15 anyways. And yeah, I think that is going to be 15. Nope, never mind. We still have a couple trade ports we can build. But let's get... I'm going to just send Iron Fist to Maridun. It'll probably be overkill, but just to drop in the Executor for some initial use. I'm going to try not to rush too much in this one. We're going to do some building up. Alright, Maridun is not occupied. That makes it much easier. Or at least it wasn't occupied in space. They'd already sent those and got a pretty unfortunate meeting. Alright, it should be fun, yeah. So we'll get that. Zsinj. I think Zsinj down at Garros. Yeah, I think at Garros is where we're going to put Zsinj. And we'll try to move some other defenders in. Thank you, The Sleep, for the sub. Are you going to build some Raptor Troopers? Yeah, I'm going to build Raptor Troopers. As Bob says, they are in fact missing their icon right now. Their model got redone. I believe that was all put in game, so they should look much better. Much more Raptor-y. Alright. So let's actually turn on Cruel. And let's see. For our next buildings, let's get Maridun up to the appropriate station levels. Dathomir, we are going to get... why are you in this one? Whatever. Royal's Retribution and Bob Tell Me My Horoscope. Maticus-sama. Haunter's asking how do you get heroes from the ground up. You generally don't. The only ones that can are the CIS by integrating factions. Let's get Hailfires and Raptors. And I do want to check our stats, because I think we start pretty close to the biggest. The New Republic seems to be struggling against the Empire. New Republic at 31, Maldred at 23, we're at 31 as well. Empire is at 12.
Reporting. Construction complete.
Alright, I think we're going to go for Contrum with Zsinj.
Reporting. Coming around. Tactical battle imminent.
And I kind of want to go for Transitory Mist so we can go into Karita and Kuat. Because we'll probably not get Razor's Kiss because I do want to build the Patron Executor, Murder Wedge. But let's bring in Zsinj himself.
Choose your reinforcements.
To murder some of this stuff. Oh, team color on, that's wrong. So that's the new shipyard model, but apparently the team color is... Or the alpha channel on the base map is all white. Which means it fully takes team color. So I'll probably just change that between episodes. Yeah, Cruel turning on the Empire is going to be bad for the New Republic, so I kind of want to go and help them a little bit with that. Alright, Let's get you guys over and get Zirian.
If that is your desire.
Alright. We're gonna spy on this stuff for you guys.
Right away.
It looks like the Republic got Sauce Beacon. So we're just gonna go through there. But let's go with some Raptors. Is there a Razor's Kiss event / mission in the campaign? No. We want to make a mission around it, but right now it's just that you get Kuat and then you can build Razor's Kiss.
Choose your reinforcements.
So fancy new Raptor troopers.
Moving out. Advancing. Squad, move out.
We're gonna get the
Very well.
Juggernaut transport. Thank you, Makaris, for subscribing, not surviving. Though also thank you for that.
Squad, advance. Move out. Right away. Moving to that area, sir. Heading out.
I'm ready.
Alright, Gazirian, you can go for a ride as well.
We'll clear the way for you. Yes, sir.
I imagine they don't have too much here.
On my way.
So,
Capacity.
yeah, they literally just took the planet and left.
System control achieved.
So let's leave that and let's go for Zsinj over there.
System lost.
Oh,
System control achieved. Building cancelled. Building started.
alright. Melvarn, Gazirian.
Tactical battle imminent. Planetary
Nothing
control
there.
achieved.
I go.
I'm gonna try to keep the heroes a bit safer.
Easier than the castle.
We're moving out.
Alright, we're gonna
Heading out.
go to Karita and Kuat.
Tactical battle imminent.
We've located the enemy.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Zsinj. Make me proud. Well, not too proud. This side towards the enemy. Russell's Revenge. Iron Fist, the VSD. It was originally a VSD. Malevolent Cabbage. Regular CR90. Nebulon B. And Nebulon B2, the Nebulon B. Someone was trying to annoy me with that. Okay, Lon Bangier as well.
Star Destroyer standing by.
I want to reduce the blue flashing when stuff gets attacked because it's so obvious on the
Bomber standing by.
on the Executor.
TIE interceptor here. Reinforcements en route. Bomber squadron reporting. Reinforcements en route.
Looks like they might be getting their base comparisons as well. That's always annoying. Need to template more of the units. Yeah, I was originally thinking that we could remove it on a ship-by-ship basis, but I don't think that's the case. I think we'd have to just disable it completely,
We shall be
but I'm
there
not
shortly.
100% sure on that.
Tactical battle imminent.
We don't have the ground forces to go through and take this stuff, but I do want to take down the Empire. Just make it a bit easier for the New Republic to do it.
Choose your
Oh,
reinforcements.
got some Golans of Eladuja.
Right away. Coming about.
Heading out. Heading in now, sir. Moving into position. Moving to coordinates.
Alright, we are going to kill the ISD first. I think this is the one that just got away from us. So let's let that happen and start moving these guys in. But yeah, so the Executor, the top parts are pretty much done. The thing is, just I haven't done the bottom parts, so the hangar's empty, as is the engine section. But the trenches, the cityscape, the armor shell, however you want to refer to that, those are all done, and these are the updated Golans. Whiskey's asking, where did the design for the massive Imperial Defense Station come from? So the Valaduja was actually included in the Essential Guide to Warfare. Valaduja being the name of a specific instance rather than actually the class name that we've gone with. But Naval Station Valaduja. It's something that Fractal Sponge designed for that book. We are losing on some, losing our shields a bit. Alright, you guys need to slow down a bit. You can still start doing damage from there. But the Golans and the Executor were some of the older models in the mod. So they were... It's nice to have them finally updated. New Carrack should actually be coming soon. And for those watching on Twitch, this will probably be a relatively short stream. I try not to record too far ahead in the initial couple days for any ship requests, as well as fixing any stuff that comes up. But it'll be a shorter campaign in general. It's not an especially large map. It's probably one of the shortest we've done on the channel in like a full series. So... no, I don't remember what page it's on. I think it's in the Imperial section, though. Like that era. We did lose Zsinj's shields.
Sir, awaiting your command. I've got it. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Brent's asking if you lose Razor's Kiss, are you able to build Second Death? No, because Second Death was like it doesn't really do anything that's that useful in Empire at War. So if we did include it, it would have to be in like a strictly narrative mission kind of situation, rather than being something that you just generically build and use. So it'd be part of something like that.
Approaching.
We can pretty easily take out everything the Empire has, but I don't think the New Republic is something we can fully tangle with just yet. The lighting looks really nice on it on this map. Oh shit, I keep forgetting Banjir's the one in the... Let's get Banjir and Tridget. Here, help Banjir. Save him from my incompetence.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Getting alive. Bomb reinforcements en route. Intercepting.
We've got them on scopes.
I'm on them.
Alright, I was hoping to get out of this before the raid fleet comes, but I'm not 100% sure, so let's send our little CR90 off. I still really like how the CR90 model came out. I really don't hate any of my recent models or textures, which is a nice position to be in.
I got one.
Roger that.
Alright.
Moving to coordinates. Ready for battle. Navigating to coordinates. Order confirmed.
Oh shit. These are powered engine weapons.
Your orders, sir?
Shit. Oh. Why did you do that to me, Bob? I'm blaming you. I'm sure it was Nolan, though.
Destroyer here. Copy.
Interceptor squad reporting. Asteroids ahead. Evasive maneuvers.
Moving out. Ready for action. Guns at the ready.
Orders, sir. Closing on target.
Alright, who do we got? Empire of the Hand. I did do another restatting of the Empire of the Hand ships, but they are in the middle of getting some updates visually. The Intigo, which is one of their new units, has been modeled and textured. It just needs to be coated, or the rig needs to be finished and it needs to be coated. But the Phalanx and Syndic should be coming relatively soon. And so this is what the level 1 shipyard is supposed to look like without the team color mess up. I'm working on the level 4 shipyard texture, which should be potentially streamed tonight on the YouTube channel or on the Discord. I'm not sure which, but I'm working on that one. The level 2 and 3 are just annoying because doing them on these kind of round things is difficult with the generators and everything. Because Substance Painter, you can do textures so quickly compared to what you used to have to do with Photoshop. And now that I'm spoiled by that, the fact that I had to do a lot of that shipyard there directly by hand, and I'd have to do that with level 2 and 3, is just discouraging. But the Dreadnought shipyard is one that I'm doing more of tonight.
System lost.
Maridun. Where is it exactly? God, I'm thrown off when I'm on these smaller maps. Okay. Alright, Greater Maldrude. I keep forgetting Maldrude is as powerful as they are on this map. This would even be tough for Iron Fist.
The enemy has been spotted.
Well, Crimson... Oh, shit.
Reporting.
Alright.
Star Destroyer reporting.
Run!
Awaiting orders.
Ties reporting in. Reporting in, sir.
Oh, God.
Skipway blast mode here.
Alright. We need to...
Bombs deployed.
Armed and ready. Weapons charged.
try to get back as far as we can. The raid fleet could be a big help, but the fact that this spawn point is so far away from the shipyard is really not helpful. Luckily, the interdictor is going to be right in the line of fire for the raid fleet. Let's see if we can get to Vera's engines. They have enough fighters that... Alright, Raptors. Their skip rays. Skip rays.
Nowhere to run.
Sir,
Yes, Commander.
Enemies in range. Falling out of formation.
Yes, sir.
Target locked.
Yeah, this starting position should really be more back here. Oh well.
Getting a lock.
Watch for enemy ships. Detected. Draw their fire. Pursuing enemy forces. Attack formation. Go after the stragglers. I'm under attack.
Okay, get farther in for Tavira. You're just going to be taking damage, so may as well turn around on Tavira right now. Except for these shuttles. They can go hang out by the station, I guess. Go be useless elsewhere. What are we actually going to get from a raid fleet? Really? This is all the rebellion sent us? Alright, Tavira, die please.
Where'd he go? This is bad. Nowhere to run. Losing control. Falling out of formation.
What do you think this is? A Rogue Squadron book where this can actually defeat this fleet? We need to balance around that.
Being targeted.
Right, that allegiance is like Thurbon's face. He just look at that smile. He's enjoying this.
I'm losing. Go after the stragglers. I got.
Oh, well, okay.
Enemy.
Bye.
Move in.
I copy.
Rest in peace, Terminus Fist, our first loss of the day.
We've lost the iron cannons.
Well, it didn't actually kill the interdictor. I was really relying more on that killing the interdictor. I needed it so much that I started to believe.
Standing by. Attack that target. Frigate responding.
Ready for command, sir. Commencing attack run.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Yeah, if you guys want to move up a bit,
Star Destroyer reporting in. Attacking target. Yes, Commander. Fire at will. Our engines
this is what I get for being charitable to the New Republic.
They've taken out our launch bay.
Warm up.
Awaiting orders.
Really got to do something about these nebula. They've always looked weird.
Coming around.
All right, I think
Jump to light speed.
that's all she wrote.
Retreat aborted.
Lander reporting. Arrival imminent.
We have been defeated.
Well, at least we killed Tavira.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Tactical battle imminent.
Our raid fleet's limited. So Helen's asking, our raid fleet's limited to the factions active in that campaign. Could get a Chiss raid fleet during this JC, and then the Chiss aren't part of it. Yep. We got an Empire of the Hand raid fleet in the previous battle. The raid fleets are currently entirely divorced from the galactic level, which is something we want to change, but passing information back and forth, especially the information you need for that, is somewhat complicated. So it's not something that we've been able to do yet.
Let's go.
Until I'm able to actually finish all three of the earlier levels of the shipyard, I'm kind of thinking about putting the
Moving to coordinates.
the level 1 as a placeholder for the level 2 and 3.
Awaiting your orders.
Because they're already kind of bigger and they look much better. Alright.
System conquered.
Alright, I need to move back through then. I'll have to do some damage to the New Republic on the way out.
Ready for recon.
Awaiting
Okay,
orders.
Raptors head up here.
Ready. Let's move out.
Yes, sir. Scouting.
Would have been nice to have all the shield changes in before starting this. But we should be starting another one in like 2 weeks in a Fall of the Republic playthrough in the meantime as well.
Gearing up.
I still have to figure out exactly what I want to do for Fall of the Republic next.
Turret constructing.
Because Ek and I are going to be starting Joint Command this week as the Republic, so we'll probably do another CIS campaign here. And that'd be good to show off the new providences. So that works.
Construction complete.
Scout trooper.
Yeah, Haunter's asking, how did Zsinj get those Clone Wars vehicles like ATTE and Hellfire tanks? So a lot of the Warlord stuff that we've given different factions, there is some Clone Wars holdovers. It's not that they're necessarily producing new ones, it's that
Let's go.
the Galaxy had a lot of them.
Complete.
But
Affirmative. Reporting in.
yeah,
Roger that.
that's what that is essentially meant to represent.
Reporting in.
Sir, it's them. Awaiting orders. Engaging enemy.
All right, men.
Alright,
Take cover.
let's get a support field base.
I copy. Fire. Reporting. Scanning area.
it's an easy way for us to have stuff that the Empire and Imperial factions would have had some level of use for, while keeping it different between the factions.
Moving to secondary position.
Alright, let's back up a little bit.
Scouting area.
Eve Killer's asking have the space stations been updated. Yep, they're in the process of being all updated. That's the light frigate one. There's also new ones for the heavy frigate, capital, dreadnought. That's just the only one that's textured right now, so that's why it's in. It's based more on like the Rogue One shield gate slash the
Just give me a target.
Awaiting orders.
the Fondor shipyard from Battlefront 2,
Roger that.
with some artistic license taken by Sertzel to do the different tiers of it. And then the Dreadnought shipyard is more like a straight line, sort of like a clip. It kind of matches some of the... there's some art of one of the Executors, I think, in a dry dock, and it's kind of more based on that.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Ready to go. Awaiting orders. Always ready, sir.
Yeah, I don't think I've played a faction that has access to the Swift Assault 5, so I don't think I've ever used them in a playthrough. But
Turret constructed.
they've been around since early 2.3.
Reporting in. Roger that. Form up. Awaiting orders. Open fire! Copy.
We'll have to keep an eye out for bombing runs.
I copy.
Construction complete. Turret
Reporting.
constructed.
Right away. Moving
Moving
out.
to secondary position.
Attacking target.
Spread out, men. Fire at
Running
will.
over all my stuff.
Order acknowledged. Target confirmed.
That is the most effective way to use your stuff, so I can't blame you for it.
Watching for
Alright,
the
here comes the
exit.
bombing run.
Heading out.
Just keep going forward. No, they're going to be in the path of it, regardless.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders. Scouting area.
Orders, sir.
Copy.
Thank you, Mr. Mustard, for subbing.
Weapons ready.
Avoiding fire.
Copy. Targeting rebels.
Even keeping an eye out for it, it's hard to miss them.
Spreading out.
Attack. On the way.
Support order acknowledged.
Yes, Commander. Let's move out. Inputting coordinates. Reporting. Open fire.
We'll cover you.
Right away.
We'll back you up.
Moving out.
We'll cover you.
Heading out.
We don't have enough rockets in this group to effectively deal with the crawlers, but
Fall out, troops.
we
Right
can
behind you.
keep trying.
This way.
Ready.
Unit
Destroyed.
destroyed. Reporting. Over there.
Can I like your comment? Sure. When I'm
Awaiting orders.
back on the
Moving out.
old phone.
Our base is
Turret
under attack.
has been sold.
Ready. Enemy bombardment is ready.
Turret constructing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This way.
Right, they're gonna keep going for the flag right now.
Destroyed.
Oh, okay. It at least didn't become vulnerable.
Construction complete.
Ready to go.
Roger.
Alright, stand in the good ground.
Okay, ready.
We used to have engineer units that could place both sandbags and build pads. That's why in earlier versions of TR,
Awaiting.
there weren't any build pads on the maps because you were expected to place your own.
Reporting in.
But I don't think we'd put the build pads back, but we might do something with like good ground cover.
Roger that.
New coordinates. Rolling out.
Form up.
Always ready, sir. Attacking!
Awaiting orders. Spread out, men.
Alright, Raptors, you are better than them. You can shoot them.
Targeting. Over there.
Looks like they got a field base because they have some E-webs.
Roger that.
So I'm gonna send my 2M tanks out there. Oh, the water's inaccessible. Doesn't the sandbag automatically convert it though? I thought the mod applied in the area.
Copy. I copy.
Oh, here comes the bombing run.
Reporting in.
Joke's on you, you already killed everything.
Is under attack.
That's annoying.
Order acknowledged.
Thank you, Killzone. Ramos is asking, follow the Republic single planet start. Is there a way for you to get heroes? Only as the CIS you can get the heroes that you get for integrating factions.
Form up. Moving. Roger that.
Alright, I'm going to sell these and get rail anti-vehicle cannon. We're going to deal with their field base.
Form up. Awaiting orders. Let's roll. Charge. On my way. Scanning target.
Our base is under attack.
Moving to fire.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
Alright, and we can try to find their other stuff now.
Targeting. In my sights.
As long as we don't come up against a group of
Order
sentry tanks, this group, or this pair of 2M tanks might be able to
Copy.
do some good work.
All out. Let's
Oh, we need to kill that.
Let's go.
So you can hold here.
Copy. Keep going.
It looks like they're going to go for the landing zone again, which would not be very good for us.
Over there.
We've got the sentry tanks coming in.
Under attack.
Reporting.
They haven't used their bombing run, or their orbital bombardment.
Yes, sir. Rolling out. Moving to position. Yes, come
Where'd
on.
that infantry actually go?
Let's roll. On my way.
Yeah, since the structure is tied to the actual reinforcement point now, it will, if you lose the base, you will lose the landing point.
Right away.
I think that's how all the build pads currently work.
Ready.
No, there's the refresh timer, so it's not like that.
Standing by. Armor ready. Order acknowledged. Heading out. Attack. Fall out.
We might be able to actually hold this off, which is really helpful.
Orders. Just give me a target.
Enemy bombardment is ready.
Let's move out. Fire.
We are victorious.
Got him. Is there a way when defending on ground that you get warned that a bombing run or orbital bombardment is available to the enemy? Yeah, you always get that. Alright, we'll probably come in through Sharuba, take those transitory mists. Or no, let's go back through Kurita.
Order confirmed.
Alright, Gravon... Oh, that's why.
Beginning construction.
Some of these didn't have the proper build prereqs. Oh, I think that might be the ice... Yeah. Because I had to make the templates. But yeah, so we can get Grand Admiral Thrawn, our first allegiance. And we can also get Lahire. And Tony Blair's Wrath. Contrum.
Building.
Upgrade there.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, we're gonna fight our way back to our territory with Zsinj's fleet and get ready for this Greater Maldruid rudeness.
Choose your reinforcements.
Yep.
Choose your reinforcements.
Coming around. Heading to destination.
Yes, sir. Armed and ready.
I won't use powered weapons on this one.
Your command, sir. Attacking.
The enemy has been defeated.
These rude Maldruids. Alright, we're going to take these transitory mists and we're going to hold on to them.
System lost.
On my way.
System lost.
Okay,
System control achieved.
we're going to keep these ones. But I think that's actually going to do it for our first episode. So we're going to go for one more episode here on Twitch. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you would like to get in on the ship name things, there's a link in the description for that. I tend to record these on Twitch Mondays and Tuesdays. This is being recorded on a Sunday because I like to switch things up sometimes. But thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time.